Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunkissed Reactions. My name is Courtney. Today I am back with Kaguya-Sama, Love is War, Season 2, Episode 3. Last time we left off, I believe it was Miyuki's birthday, and Kaguya wanted to get him a nice gift, which she got him a fan with, like, I can't remember the phrase that was on it, but it had a nice little phrase on it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all I really remember from the last episode. Please keep in mind that if you want to see the full-length reaction to this, you can by going to patreon.com/sunkissedreactions. Link is in the description below. There you can find Patreon exclusives, full-length, early access, movie reactions. All of that is listed in the description below. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this episode.
It's the night of the harvest moon. Those who
Oh, yeah, unyielding diligence in one's studies.
everything we'll need. I even got permission to use the roof. So call your parents and tell them not to wait up for you.
Moon viewing. Shirogane dreams of being an astronomer. His
Oh,
burns as brightly as the stars themselves.
did we know that before? Like, what is he doing?
His peak, so yeah, he's a little excited.
We picked a great spot.
I don't get it. What's so great about looking at the moon? Now, how shall I attack?
Oh, my goodness.
I'm glad I'm here, but
You should go sit by the fire then.
and sooner I would have thought to wear a jacket. I'll probably before tonight's over.
Take this.
What the heck? Oh, he offered it
I can
first.
wear my jacket until we leave.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Oh, why hello, Plan B. This appears to be the only cup he brought for the tea, which means I'll get to see him completely.
Well, he's going to drink out of the thermos, right? Probably.
No way! What the heck are you doing?
Shirogane's heart. His mind has been reverted to a state of childlike innocence.
Oh.
More infatuated with the moon than me? All these stars, but how do you find the Great Square of Pegasus?
You're into space too?
I'll smile and nod and pretend to be interested in what he's saying.
Then slide closer and I'll show you.
Oh, look at him.
Thumb and index finger and follow the line I'm pointing.
Did he plan this just to make her squirm? Because he's doing everything right.
Do you see it?
I'm sorry, the moon's a little too distracting.
True. And let's try something.
Oh my god, this guy. Look at, she's freaking out. I love it.
Even though it's already autumn. I find that funny.
Well, not the one he has on me.
Right.
The
The
window!
world will be filled by Vega. So that means Ikoboshi will revolve around Orihime 10,000 years.
I don't think I need this jacket anymore.
The moon reminds me of Princess Kaguya. Do you think of that too? Since you share the same name?
Aww.
Every time I look up at the night sky, I can't help but remember the story of a woman who was forced to return home to the moon.
Oh.
Before Princess Kaguya left Earth, she gave the man she loved an elixir of immortality. But he had no intention of living forever in a world without her. So in the end, he destroyed her parting gift. A woman like that wouldn't want the love of her life to spend eternity without her. How could she? They went through so much.
Aww.
The distance between them was impossible to bridge. If I had been in his shoes, I never would have let Kaguya go.
Aww.
If that story had been our story, I would have read between the lines, and it would have had a very different ending.
Aww. Is she dreaming this? Oh no. She blew up the moon. And she's melting.
Going on about that stuff seriously not embarrass you at all?
I think oblivious.
Right?
What is with this art? I love it. Yep.
How could I have told her so many embarrassing things?
Oh no. That window has never been more clean. Oh no.
For today's battle, Shirogane loses.
One more thing he wants to forget.
I said you suck at archery because your boobs get in the way. Remember that? And then you hit me.
You've evolved too, Shinomiya. You used to think that someone's first time meant their first kiss.
Go ahead and laugh it up at my expense if you want.
What's back there?
You didn't know you could move this?
How could I? Nobody ever told me!
Oh. I want to know what's in it.
It was full of surprises till the very end.
Aw. Or are they all second years? I can't remember. They're acting like they're going to graduate. I think this is like an end of a season. We're only on episode 3. Is it because they need to be elected and maybe they have to have another like election?
To us! Nothing left to do except hope and pray our successors can fill our shoes.
Members of Shuchin Academy's Committee and Student Council are given privileges, such as admittance to Shuchin University. Grade qualifications and the like. But only the Student Council President receives a letter of recommendation from the Academy's Board of Trustees.
What if I became Student Council President?
Oh, Lord.
Knock it off! I'll punch you in the face.
But if President isn't the president, what should I call him?
Shigune? Miyuki, maybe?
Most part.
Miyuki?
Hey, looks like you need a refill, Miyuki. You had coffee, right, Miyuki?
Raised in a barn?
If it's cool, I'll take the same thing as Miu.
Miyu. Miyu.
A for effort, though, Kag.
I hate that we have to disband.
Okay, so he is going to be in the school next year?
Comes with an exhausting amount of work. He had too much on his plate when he was the president.
Who's it going to be?
We have to consider what he wants, not what we want. I suppose I could always become the student council president. And Kashiwagi could be the secretary. Even if the president became vice president, he'd still work himself too hard. I know he would.
Yeah, probably.
You did a fantastic job, Shirogane.
Thanks. You did as well.
It just didn't feel right. If possible, could you still be our president?
Aww.
So let me get this straight. You want me to serve as the president for one more year? What does this look like, Shinomiya?
And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, you did.
Results for today's battle. Shirogane wins.
Yeah. Booyah!
I've changed my mind. I can't pass up this chance to show what I'm made of.
To be continued.
And to be continued. That was a good episode. I loved it. I loved the whole like moon and getting close and looking at the stars. That was super cute. So Miyuki wants to be an astronomer. I don't think we had ever heard that before. So he knows all about the stars. And is that just like star reading, astrology? Or does that have to do with like planets too? I'm really ignorant when it comes to that kind of stuff. But he wanted to look at the moon because the moon was super big and bright. It must have been like a full moon. I don't think they called it anything special. And she thought that she was going to, say I'm cold, or, like he only had 1 cup of drink. And what else? Oh, she was like, oh, I'm going to, pretend to be interested and, make him embarrassed and see him squirm and all that kind of stuff. And that did not happen. He was so like, enthralled in like the astrology and all that kind of stuff and looking at the stars, and that he did not take any of those cues, and he was not embarrassed about anything, and he was doing everything right. And the effect that she wanted to see on him was the effect that she was having, and so she got mad as she went home. And then we found out that her name she's named after Princess Kaguya. And the story so she doesn't like the moon, because the story goes is that I think they said Princess Kaguya was forced to give up her true love and go back to the moon or something like that. Or the guy was to go back to the moon. I can't remember. But and it's a sad story. So Kaguya doesn't like the moon because of it. And then the second little story was a new school year, or the end of this school year, and it's going to be the start of a new one. And so we were thinking that we were going to be giving up our student council, which, I mean, would have been interesting, but I think Kaguya and Miyuki are the only ones. I think they're second years, and then the other 2 are first years, I believe. So there's 1 more year of school for our 2 lovebirds. And then, so Kaguya he didn't want to be student council president anymore, because he wanted to kind of focus on his studies, or really should focus on his studies. And I guess being the student council president gives you a kind of like a you get like a piece of paper. It's like a scholarship. You get like a scholarship, I guess, but you get to pick a university. So that's interesting. And you already have that by being you automatically get that by being student council president. So you already had that. So he's like, I really don't need to be student council president anymore. I need to focus on my studies. But Kaguya really wanted to be close with him again for another year. So she asked him if he would please be student council president again. And he had already filled out the form to become student council president again, and just didn't tell her, and wanted to see her squirm and beg, and she fell for it. And so he turned in his paper. I'm assuming that he's gonna get it. I think they still have to have an election, so we'll see, I guess, what happens. I don't know if we'll see that or not, but it was a fun episode. It was a really cute episode. That's it. That's all I have for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!